It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Quintez Cephus. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all all on display in that victory.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Mahomes now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Slot man moves right. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Escaping the pressure right. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chip.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't cap it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I was laughing. People say, this is the toughest route to defend. Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. When you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Got a man, that's Lazard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Floating one, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jackson will throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now it's Jackson.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Jackson, and a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second down and goal. Jackson steps away to his left, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense? He's got a man, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, but most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete. The tight end, Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
Give him 3 on first down. He'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
Travis Kelce past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 64 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So we can look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change according.
It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On first down, Mahomes.
Finding Kelsey once again.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it. Who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Jackson. He's got it to Williams.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, those they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be hauled down at about the...
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Jackson. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss 2, and it brings up 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something